here with Wilkes women's ice hockey after the 2-1 win over Adrian College. Jordan Ferry, Dave LaBaff, Audrey Milne, and Abby Bush. First, Dave, to you. Talk about this game a little bit and what it means to win the first tournament game in program history.
Yeah, I think we talked about it before the game. 4 years ago, we were in a spot where I don't think anyone would imagine that we could walk into the tournament and, beat a team like Adrian, who's been historically dominant throughout the years. This is all because of them, though. I mean, I think every single person on our team, whether they had a jersey or not on today, pushed our team to get better this week. We worked incredibly hard this week. All week long, they got pushed. There was no, foot off the gas for us. And I think without their efforts, without who they were for each other today, it's not the result that we get. I think when we lose, I'll take all the credit, but when we win, all the credit goes to these guys because they are a truly remarkable group.
And what did it mean to you to get to host a game here at the Toyota Sportsplex, have a home game, a home atmosphere? How much did that mean to you guys today?
Yeah, I think I tried to take it in at one point. There was like a long whistle, and I looked in the crowd, and I could see everyone's family. I could see my family. I think Cole Street is an extremely hard place to play in if you're not us. So we were really happy that we got to host, and I think if this is, this is our last home game of the season, what a great note to go out on. And I think this will always be a memory that not just these three will hold, but our entire team, and it's something that is going to be really special for us.
Audrey, you had a fantastic game today in goal. You were standing on your head all game. Talk to us about that game a little bit from your position in front of net and just what got you guys the win today.
Yeah, well, these games are the games we've been practicing for all year, and it's really nice to come down and for the team to come together as a group and just be confident in one another. I'm confident with my defense. My defense are confident with me, confident with the forwards. It's just a whole team thing, and it was just great to come together.
We'll open it up now to the rest of us here for questions.
I guess, Jordan, how crucial was it for
Sorry?
How crucial was it for you and your team to be able to get the lead first in this game and kind of start the scoring off and obviously get the momentum going for you guys?
Yeah, we talked about it before the game that we wanted to get on the board first, and it was really nice that my line has been working really hard in practice all week and talking about getting to the middle of the ice and kicking it out. It was nice to be able to finish on one of those opportunities.
And then, Abby, I guess for you, year one in the program, and you're scoring a goal in an NCAA tournament game. I'm sure it really hasn't sat in yet, but just kind of thinking about the fact, what was going on through your head when you see the puck go in the net?
No, yeah, the energy in that rink was insane. It was electric, and, Nina making that play to me was unreal, and it was the hardest and most rewarding game I think I've ever played of my life, and I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else.
Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. Cameron. But my question I wanted to ask, first of all, congratulations to all four of you. Audrey, great game in the net. Jordan opening it up. Abby, you and Hudakova going back and forth to put that one away and get the game winner. But my question I wanted to ask was for you, Coach. Something that I noticed when I was up there broadcasting the game is you guys really excelled transitioning onto offense today. Was that something that you guys were working on a lot this past week, or was that just how it went? It felt like every time I turned my head or looked down at my notes, you guys were on moving a 2-on-1, just putting pressure onto their back line. How did that turn out?
Yeah, we practiced for 5 days, and 3 of those days were solely dedicated to transitioning the puck. I think we saw early on, we thought that if we played our game and we could transition the way that we talk about a lot and we could be really poised getting to the middle of the ice, we could have a lot of success. And, Jordan's goal was a direct result of that. I mean, we drove the middle, kicked it out, and it's something that you see very often in a practice, and their line is pretty automatic with those kinds of things. And it was definitely a point of emphasis for us. But again, I think everybody's emotional regulation throughout the game, in the early moments, in the late moments, their ability to play the game and be present in the moment instead of worrying about what the scoreboard said was something that I'm so proud of, because it's why we were able to connect on those goals or make the big saves or transition the puck. Everybody was mentally present for 60 straight minutes.
Thank you, guys. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then Dave, big game next week, of course, Nazareth. What's the game plan going into that game?
I don't know yet. My focus as coach was solely on Adrian. Adrian was a team that requires your full attention. I can say truthfully, though, that Jordan and Audrey were part of a group that lost in playoffs to Nazareth 2 years ago. And we fought so hard to get back and play them. And they know that they're one game away from a Frozen Four. And I expect this team to show up in Rochester, New York next week and lay it all out in the line. And regardless of outcome, be proud of everything that we did. And I think if we can play our game and, we continue to do what we've been doing in net, it's going to be pretty hard to stop this group. I have a deep belief in that. Yep.
Dave, final 90 seconds of the game, obviously Adrian pulls the goalie, empty net situation, and they don't even get a shot off down that stretch. So just how impressive was that for the defense to clamp down, make sure they couldn't get any good looks, and close out a win?
Yeah, it was a nice flow. I don't think I said a lot during that moment. I think the bench had a ton of energy. I wanted to let that speak for itself, and probably was pretty relieving to Audrey that there wasn't a shot in those moments. But yeah, I think it was a ton of poise. I think we were willing to just make some simple plays and pace the puck right when we chipped it out. And there was a lot of sacrifice. I could tell they were tired at the end, but I think they probably could have gone another 2 minutes at that pace. They were so hungry to get the win. It was, my heart was certainly beating fast, but I think the team's energy and the team's sense of calm throughout that kind of helped our whole coaching staff, because I could kind of feel the tension within us as well.
I'll ask one last one, because I got Jordan, I got Abby, I'll ask you, Audrey. It's obviously been such a good season for you individually and as a team as well. The rest of the tournament maybe looks at Wilkes and sees 0 in the win column all time in tournament wins. You obviously get the first one today. What's the message you guys kind of send to the rest of the pool and the groups, in this tournament that you guys are going to be pretty legit and ready to make a bit of a run in this tournament?
I think just watch out for Wilkes. We're coming hungry, we're coming hard. We're out here to prove ourselves, and we're going to leave it all out there, so you better watch out.
All right, thank you, everybody. Appreciate your time. Congratulations again.
Thank you, guys.
See you next week.
Thank you.